Hi everyone, my name is Carly Hanson, and today I'm going to discuss tribal issues and emergency management. In the United States, there are 574 federally recognized tribes, 229 of which are located in Alaska, with the others across 35 states. Tribal members are citizens of three units: their tribe, the United States, and the state in which they reside. Tribal sovereignty defines the ability to govern and to protect and enhance the health, safety, and welfare of tribal citizens within tribal territory. Their governments are responsible for a broad range of government activities, including emergency management. Due to the increasing occurrences of disasters to this socially and economically vulnerable demographic, emergency management is essential. Indian nations experience varying hazard conditions depending on the region of the United States they reside in. For example, Alaska natives are vulnerable to severe cold, volcanoes, and tsunamis, whereas individuals in the southeast have a predisposition to oil spills, hurricanes, and flooding. According to FEMA, 376 disaster declarations have been recorded for tribal nations since 1953. Participation in emergency management for American Indian and Alaskan Native tribes is continuously low despite the present risk for these regions. As of September 30th, 2015, only 117 of 566 federally recognized tribes had FEMA-approved disaster mitigation plans. As a result, more than 75% of tribes are ineligible to apply for FEMA grants and cannot receive federal funding for disaster mitigation projects. This funding is vital to the resilience of communities who are increasingly vulnerable to low income, low education attainment, and increased rates of substance abuse. Because the disasters will continue to occur, it is essential for the safety of individuals and property that tribes commit to the development of emergency management. While individual strategies can be used internally, there was a major barrier to obtain external assistance in the aftermath of a disaster. Prior to 2013, tribes were unable to request a disaster declaration as a grantee, only recognizing state governors with the authority to do so. The Sandy Recovery Improvement Act of 2013 was passed as an amendment to the Stafford Act that recognized tribes as distinct entities and provided a direct channel to request a presidential declaration. While the change in legislation has improved opportunity for assistance, there are still barriers to implementation of strategic planning. There is a large financial investment required in order to produce an emergency management plan with professional assessment. Without outside assistance, this could be unobtainable for smaller tribes. Additionally, some tribes experience physical isolation and varying attitudes towards government authorities. Cultural differences can create potential barriers, as tribal members may hold the belief that planning actually causes the disasters themselves. In moving forward, American Indian and Alaska Native tribes will need to adopt practices in emergency management to maintain well-being. To increase implementation acceptance, planning should consider an appreciation of traditional knowledge, while areas most at risk receive resource prioritization. Improving social, economic, and environmental equity would increase individual resilience, especially when planning accounts for pre-existing resource management practices. In respect for cultural practices and beliefs, plans should be made with a respect to tribal authority and a collaborative intent to prevent losses. Here are the sources I used for this project. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to reading your comments and seeing your presentations. Thank you.